So Dave said that you were good to go tonight, Connor. Maybe just take us through what the last few days were like trying to get yourself there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously lots of work. Skated twice a day for those 2 days, but it was good. That's what you need to do to get yourself back.
You've been through a lot of injury stuff here in the last 8 months, let's say. Categorize this. Was this pretty, in your head, was this pretty minor?
Yeah, it was. But I mean, you got to treat every injury with, like it's serious, and you got to make sure it's fully healed and all that. So, just give it some time and yeah.
What's it been like for you watching the success of your team and the Draisaitl line with you on the sidelines?
Yeah, it's been great. It's never fun watching your team play any games, but it's definitely more fun to watch them win than it is to lose. So, it's been good to watch.
Connor, how much do you appreciate at this time of the year when the points are so valuable in the Pacific Division standings and kicking off a road trip like tonight against the Kings? How much do you appreciate that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said yesterday, we've definitely been in this position before at this time of year where these points don't matter and we're already out and planning our summer trip. So, it's definitely more fun to be in it and playing these important games.
Will you know if you're 100% back until you actually blow around somebody or somebody hits you into the corners, or it's one thing to practice, but you haven't played a game?
Yeah, of course. It's one thing to practice, like you said, and it's a whole nother to play. So you never really know how you're going to feel out there until you're out there, and so I guess we'll see.
Some ice surfaces are better than others. California ice is not exactly the best in the National Hockey League.
Oh, and the Staples Center ice isn't great either. So, and a basketball game yesterday, hockey game last night, basketball game today, play tonight. I'm sure the ice won't be great, but that's what you come to expect playing in California.
Does this, even though you're injured and working your way back, is there some mental break for you? Like now we're right in the stretch run, you haven't played for a couple of weeks. Is there sort of any positive to that part of it?
There can be, I guess. You use that time to one, get healthy and maybe take a little break. There was a time where I couldn't do a whole lot other than kind of just wait around. So, kind of during that first week, that was definitely wasn't nice, but the break was one positive, I guess.
You guys can run and gun with anybody on most nights, but Dave's sort of trying to build in that other layer of game that you can rely on. What are you seeing from the group in terms of that two-way hard checking in that he wants?
Yeah, they've been solid. Not giving up too much. Other than maybe the other night, I thought our games have been real solid. It's a credit to Tip. With lots of guys out, he's kind of put in that structure, and it's credit to the guys for buying in. So it's been, like I said, it's been good to watch.
When you're a captain at the trading deadline, does the general manager come to you and says, "We got a shot at getting this guy"? What's your opinion?
There's not too much of that. He's the GM and he makes those calls. So, it's no secret. Kind of the guys who are out there. The media kind of covers that pretty well. So, I think everyone's aware of who's out there and what's available, and the GM's going to do what he's going to do.
In the last couple of years, teams like Tampa and Pittsburgh and Colorado have learned to win without some of their top players. Whether it's you or someone else, is there value in your team finding a way to get some points without one of their key guys in the lineup?
No, well, you look at Pittsburgh. I mean, they were missing Malkin for a while. They were missing Sid for a while. They were missing both of them for a while. So, and they're still at the top of their division. So, it's been. I think that's a good lesson for all the teams around the league. And ours as well. It doesn't really matter who's in the lineup. You have to play the right way and check and play defense to win games. So, definitely. Our team has definitely done that over the last 6 games, and I'm just looking to jump in and continue to add to that.
You've got so many good left shot forwards. How do you think the power play dynamic changes if you have a righty at the point versus a left shot?
That's a good question. We never really had a righty up there before, so I think maybe there's just a comfort level with having a lefty up there. The passing angle and stuff changes like that for guys. So it can be different, but we have good enough D that doesn't really matter who's playing up there.
What do you see from Ethan playing a point on the power play?
I haven't seen too much of him. I know he runs the second unit, but the second unit doesn't go out a ton. So, but he's been good. He gets his shots through. He's a smart player. He's definitely ran a power play before in junior, so he definitely knows what he's doing.
You've played with Draisaitl, and apart from Draisaitl, does the matchups you get defensively change in those two different situations?
Yeah, teams, maybe not sure who to match up with, which is always a good thing. Anytime you can throw the other team off and make them a little uncomfortable with their matchup is good. But in today's NHL, honestly, doesn't matter who you're playing against. It's always going to be tough. Whether they're playing the first line or the fourth line, it's always hard. So matchups, while coaches put a lot of emphasis onto it, I don't find they're as important as they seem.